Right,
Yeah.
this is us.
We were
We're at
14,
17.
no?
Yeah.
We're at 12.
We dropped
12?
from 12. We're now the number 17 podcast in the
What are
world.
we going to do about
Man.
Subway Surfer.
it?
Yeah,
There's a
baby.
solution. But this one's by survey, so that actually wouldn't help us. This is the legit list.
Right, that's why this one is more reliable. I can't help
I
but
have to say
notice.
something. I've been thinking about it, but maybe you wanna say something then first.
You go, Hila. I want to hear what
Okay.
you're saying.
When I look at this, I really wonder if we gotta change the name of our show.
Yeah.
And I know that it's a big thing, but if you look at all of them, it's either like it says something or it's a name.
Yeah, I agree.
But the H3 podcast doesn't say anything.
They all have like slick branding, a good name. Ours looks kind of dumb in comparison. H3 podcast, it doesn't really. I mean, I never really expected this podcast to be topping any charts or anything.
I think it's more of maybe not piss off a big fan base every episode. We have a new fan base every episode that we piss off.
I gotta say, I
Maybe.
think it's the other way around. H3, everyone knows H3.
Yeah, I'm yeah.
It's like so global.
What if
H3,
they was
dude.
just called
I don't-
like the Bukkake Hour or something? I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to change it though. Everyone's saying no. Here, let's do a poll.
Yeah,
Do we change
no
it?
one's gonna like it, but sometimes
Right. The people don't know what they want.
sometimes they don't know what we know.
That's true. Let's do a poll. I'm just curious.
Karaoke with the.
Sometimes Facebook will pull a change on you that you hate, and then a week later you're like,
This is.
I already forgot what it was before.
Mm-hmm. We'll have to call it the poop eating and shit smelling fuck fest.
Top of the charts, right there.
Shit eating, cock gobbling, scissor time.
This might be the most one-sided poll ever, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. Yeah.
It's not. It's definitely.
It's not too bad.
It's definitely polarized towards no, but it's not the most. Oh wait, it's actually getting even. It's 25% yes.
I
That's
say think about it. Let it simmer.
Everyone who's saying yes is a new fan, I think. Just saying.
And that says a lot, doesn't it?
listen to them.
26 L's.
Rebrand. We should call it the Prolapse Hour.
Look at number 15. Stuff you should know.
No, that iHeartRadio.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's one of the ones. There's actually a few.
iHeartRadio. Here's another one. Breakfast Club. iHeartRadio.
Oh, so they were hard. Okay, I wasn't wrong.
No, yeah, you were right.
Number
Maybe
6.
we actually are.
Number
spelled
2,
well.
Crime Junkie. Perfect name.
Why is Impulsive number 6? That's so fucking ridiculous.
I'm Paul Civ. That's a good name.
I am Impulsive. Dude, there's no fucking shot this podcast should be number 6.
The Joe Rogan Experience, like at least it's like his name.
Yeah.
So you understand that it's
This
a
one says
person.
Logan Paul in it.
Mm-hmm.
This one says My Favorite Murder with Karen Cliff Grief in Georgia Hardy Day.
What?
Emma
Emma.
Chamberlain.
Anything goes with Emma.
Ben
Great.
Shapiro. Maybe it should just be the Ethan Klein show, you know? Everybody, I have great name recognition. Everybody feels super happy when they see my name. Oh, thank God. Pull up that Edison one.
You know what? That screenshot I think might be an old one. Because I'm on their website right now, and the most recent ranking that they released, we're at 12. It looks like.
Oh, give me that, bro.
Yeah.
We're at 12?
Yeah. This is
sick.
the most recent one I could
Yes.
find.
Yo, iHeartRadio just busted a new one ahead of us. Drama Queens?
Hold on. Let me.
Where are we? We are 12 here.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
that-
I lied. I
okay.
found the one that. Okay, yeah, that is the most up to date one.
Which
The one that you don't like. Sorry,
Shit. Fuck.
it was
Gosh
buried a
dang
little
it.
bit.
Fuck.
Drama Queens is the old cast of One Tree Hill, so they have a lot going. You know,
Who gives a
they're talking. They rewatch the show that has such a big fan.
Man, fuck them.
Darn dang it.
What do you guys
Darn
think
dang
about the Ethan Klein show?
L?
I don't hate it. My problem is that I feel like there's so much more to the show, but then it's like
The H3 podcast with Ethan Klein.
possible, simple. Easy
Goofs
change.
and Gaffs podcast. Nah.
Ethan Klein.
Ethan Klein, the boys in the crew over here. How about that? Well, I hear Cam. Thank you at least for pointing this out. Even though we're lower on this one, where are we?
24.
24.
Oh, he's ahead of us. Fuck.
Right above Conan.
Impulsive's at 21. That's just bullshit. That can't keep going like that.
21. Fuck you.
You guys need to watch harder.
Why do you have a soundbite for 21?
I know, that's so funny. 21, fuck you.
21. Fuck you.
That's so true, Zach. That's so true. Yo, you guys need to watch harder. Come on.
Listen, nobody's gonna want this name change. Nobody wants change.
I see
But-
people suggesting, and if you want your name in there, H3 Podcast with Ethan Klein or something like that, I
that's
think
an
is a
easy,
better direction.
Small change that you
Well-
might as well try.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we actually don't need to change the branding
Yeah,
or anything. You
you
can just
don't need to
update
do
the name and
anything.
it'll start showing like that.
Right.
I think that's a start.
Because they were showing The Roost as our production company until we're like, yo, you got to.
Right.
I love The Roost, but they're not producing this podcast.
Well, it's not. It's just incorrect. They're not a production company.
Well, I don't know if they produce other podcasts. They sure as hell don't produce ours.
Okay. Yeah, in relation to us, they're not.
Let's call it Ethan Klein and the boys over there. And,
like
girls.
that.
Ethan Klein and the boys, but then it sounds like all like sausage
Yeah, it's not.
factory.
I'm cool with just doing H3 Podcast with Ethan Klein.
Well, I'm curious. Why does it say Impulsive with Logan Paul? Because that's not their YouTube name.
Exactly.
Because he's smarter than we are. He put his name in the
'Cause
damn
no-
thing so people know what
No,
it
no,
is.
no. I'm saying it's not their YouTube name. That's only on the charts.
Yeah, we could do that
No,
too.
I think we should just do that on the
I think
chart.
it's maybe that this goes off of what it is on like the audio apps.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it did on those.
Yeah, we could easily do the
Yeah,
same thing.
changing it on there, whatever. Yeah, might be good.
So maybe we should email them and just say, people don't want my name in it. People, you guys are so opposed to my name being there.
Who doesn't want your name?
Louder with Ethan Klein.
On Spotify, it says Impulsive with Logan Paul. So that makes sense.
Yeah,
we
there
got.
you go.
I think just put the name in there so people know what the fuck it is.
Ethan Klein Unhinged.
Okay, let's do that.
Ethan Klein Unleashed.
H3 Podcast with Ethan Klein. Maybe we could do a funny title like H3 Podcast with Ethan Klein and the family, plus special guests
And family.
reoccurring goods.
Crew. Sound like the Manson family.
You know, something crazy like that.
But yeah, I like the H3 podcast with Ethan Klein for like the audio apps and everything. I think that would
People
help.
suggesting the H3 Podcast with Dan Swerdlove.
Right. Okay. I mean, sure.
I
H3 Podcast with Ela Klein.
I like having Ethan's name in there. Guys, do not say that my name needs to be there because I don't think so.
With
I
Ela
only
Klein's
do
husband.
Friday. And-
H3thin.
It's too many names. But I don't know.
Look, the podcast. Whatever.
With the Kleins?
Top results. Ethan Klein. Oh.
There's always karaoke with the clients.
Yeah, I really don't think this changed for SEO at least from an SEO point of view. Would it change anything?
It's not SEO. It's
It's
for
not
like
SEO.
user
It's
name recognition.
Yes,
Nobody knows
name
the fuck I am.
recognition.
People still call me H3, which is like fine, but like I haven't gone by that moniker in years. I do the H3 podcast. So shut up, idiot.
And your social medias too.
I
like-
think we could think about like what would make a new person click on this. You know, from that point of view, nothing would make you click on H3 unless you already know H3.
Yeah, there is some name recognition there, but I think not. The name is not very appealing.
What
I think
about Howie
this-
Mandel's favorite podcast?
Call it Howie Mandel's favorite podcast.
The #1 podcast in the world.
The number one podcast in the world.
Call it that.
That actually I think may have some weight to it.
That's fun.
Do
I
not-
agree.
Because
Number one
we're-
podcast in the world with Ethan Klein.
Ooh.
Yeah, because we're already up there. You know, if some nobodies
It's not
were to do it-
hyperbole.
right?
It kind of sounds ironic though, which I like.
And it will. And now,
Yeah.
now talking SEO love, you know that shit would go bananas because if anyone wants to find a new podcast and they're like, "What's the best podcast?" Maybe or the best podcast.
Ours will come up. I think if we change the name like that, though, we'll fuck up the rankings for a minute because people, when they ask people by survey, it'll be
Right.
like, which one do I say?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because they'll say, which podcast do you listen to? They'll say, oh, H3 podcast. And then half will say, oh, the
You
Noah
don't think
podcast.
they give them options to pick from?
I think they just ask them, like, what podcasts have you been listening to? I don't know how it works, actually. Thank you.
We need to-
Repulsive with Ethan Klein. Thank you, Days, man. That's a good one. True.
That wasn't even a donation. That was just a chatter that I thought had a pretty funny idea.
Somebody, Mort says, I don't think the name's as bad of an issue as the logo. Put your face on it. The logo gives you no idea. What do we think about that?
To me, is a much better point than the name thing. Because I personally feel like H3, I mean, you said it yourself just a moment ago. People still call you H3. Like, if people know who you are, they know you as H3.
I know.
Maybe Ethan Klein, but H3 first. But the logo, just being the letters H3, I don't know. If you look at all the other ones, Joe Rogan's face is on there. Logan Paul's face is on there.
Okay,
Hell,
let's do
Ben
another-
Shapiro's face is on there. You know what I mean?
People still click that one, even see what he looks like.
Unbelievable.
I think that that's a great point.
Let's do a poll. Let's say keep the name.
But also, how many times people ask us, what the fuck is H3?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. What do you do? My favorite is, what kind of podcast do you do? That's what people ask when people start taking photos, and then some tourists come up to you and they go, what kind of podcast do you do? Who are you?
What's your answer to that when people
Well,
ask?
I'm polite, but it's like, if you don't know me, why do you care?
You can always give my
We
answer.
don't say that.
No, I say I, do
Right.
I usually just say it's a podcast, it's a comedy. You can check it out on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just keep it.
You can always give my answer.
What?
Adult entertainment, baby.
Adult
Yeah.
entertainment.
It's adult entertainment.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Can I be honest real quick? I think we
Always.
have the most powerful branding out there of any content creator, because there's no one that has a 2-digit or number or whatever
Yes.
search term, H3, and
Preach.
all our stuff comes up. There's nothing better.
I love it,
I
yeah.
am
I
so
agree.
against this idea. I gotta be honest.
I'm with my boy.
H3 is the cleanest shit.
I'm also with my other boy.
Well,
Yeah, I'm more reluctant on the name thing. Although having it a subtitle of like with Ethan Klein or something, I don't think would hurt necessarily.
do we all agree that H3 podcast with Ethan Klein on this chart is fine?
Yes.
We like
Yes.
that.
I think
Yeah.
at this moment, there's absolutely no reason not to try that. Because it's you're not even changing anything.
Right. It's
really.
not a huge like
Right.
overhaul of anything really. Yeah.
Okay, so given that, and now let's do a poll. What about the logo?
Yeah.
Should my face be added to it?
Should Ethan's face be added to the logo?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Bet
I mean,
poll.
they love you, so they'll probably say yes.
Right.
You know something?
Anybody that doesn't like you is like, no, I don't want to see his fucking face every time I open the podcast app.
Something I've thought about for a while. I would love for at least one of the shows if we brought back the OG music. I don't know, just good vibes. The OG podcast music. Just saying.
Entrance music for the live show,
Wait,
perhaps?
I don't even remember the theme song.
Maybe on the Tuesday episode.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, when I remember,
Nostalgic.
this reminds me of, I don't know, good times.
Why don't we use this one anymore? Because we made the new one.
Because we made the new one.
Maybe we should bring this one back.
Yeah, I do like it.
Start.
You know you're about to hear some shit.
Let's bring it back.
The new one's great too, though.
Yeah, new one's good.
Maybe we can mix it up. People are missing this.
Maybe one for intro, one for outro.
Zach,
Oh, that's
this,
a good idea.
this one's the intro, Zach. From now on.
For every episode?
Yeah.
Well, we only. Yeah, it's complicated by the fact that we only really use it on Wednesdays.
Well, you can start every podcast with theme music, no?
You want to get
Also,
rid of
I think
Jay-Z
You also play
for After Dark?
Yes.
I second that.
Kidding me?
Zach.
It's about time. We've enjoyed Jay-Z for like
Okay.
maybe 2 years now.
Yeah,
Just
bring
a-
it back.
And yeah, branding too, just to hear that. You know how
Yeah.
my good
It's an
pal David
original
Dobrik,
one that we worked with somebody on.
What about Thursday?
he had that in all of his vlogs. It's just
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
someone's watching when you hear it.
So it seems like people are in favor of putting my face in. So that's interesting. So maybe we could
like that.
tinker, just a little tinker.
40% of our audience, of our own audience, is like, no, I don't want to see your face in the logo.
I mean, I get it. That's why I didn't put. The amount of people that hate me on the internet, I knew that if I put my fucking face in that logo, a lot of people were not going to click it. So I'd be like, yo, maybe if they don't know what it is and if it's with me, they'll click it.
No, I don't think that's how it works.
Pretty sad, but yeah.
I think if anybody is not clicking on it, it's because they don't know what it is.
Right. Okay, let's tinker with it a little bit. That's good. Were we talking about something?
Yeah, we were talking about iHeartRadio. Let's, because we probably have to wrap up. I assume you guys have to get out of here soon, yeah?
All right, so, well, hold on. So, iHeart podcasts represent more than half of the 10 trending shows every month. Fucking cheaters. Here's some of their top shows. Missing on 9/11. You have a podcast about 9/11?
So,
oh, it's done. It's over. I ended in August 2021.
Never forget.
Right, but that's the point. The last episode was in August 2021. It was number 7 on Chartable. That's
Even now?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is they were botting the views so badly that this podcast that's been off the air for a year was ranking number 7.
They have to gain from that.
They're juicing it.
I mean,
why juice a dead
Maybe
show?
it's just overlooked, you know, somebody just kept paying for ads or something.
Yeah, could be that. iHeart also maintains the top position on PodTrack, a monthly podcast ranker that measures networks, audience, and downloads. Fuck you, 35.5. 6 million, over 6 million of that is fake, bitches. There you go, L. And then there was another podcasting thing I want to get to real fast.
Can I just say, sorry, real quick? Someone in chat said for the logo, add Ethan's hair/beanie silhouette on top of the H3. That's kind of interesting.
That seems like a Howie Mandel thing, where it's like he shows the back of his head.
Howie Mandel is one of the biggest entertainers in Hollywood,
nobody
baby.
watches his podcast.
But it's the
Or
Rip
like-
his ass
the
off.
back of a bald head.
What about like 3 beanies stacked on top of each other on top of
People don't know what that means. That's even more. That's as vague as H3. You got to just show my face. Otherwise, I might as well just show the back of my fucking head.
Just so you don't worry about it, if Ben Shapiro can have his face in his logo,
That is true.
now that is one disliked face.
Absolutely. Well, what was the other podcast related thing? It was
Well, the Hollywood Reporter article.
Oh yeah, we talked. Oh yeah, so I
We
wanted to
kind of
look at
covered it, but
I mean, this is outrageous, you guys. There's no respect. What do I got to start juicing my views to get some respect over here? Hollywood Report made an inaugural podcast power list. The list features creators from the most influential shows and executives behind them. This list